Alright, Kenyon back again. We're just gonna turn our little induction range on here and get it warming up. And you can see how quickly it's gonna start warming up. I'm gonna put this chicken that's pretty frozen in there. Just a few pieces, however many I can get to fit. There, we got that one broke apart. Alright, so we're gonna get them in there. I'm gonna get some seasonings for those and I'll be right back. I literally walked to the other just walked to the kitchen and came back with my seasonings, gone less than 30 seconds. I don't know if you can see it, but it is starting to sizzle already. That's the great thing about this induction range. It is going to heat up very quickly. Now I got some seasonings. You can use any kind. You can use fajita, you can just use salt and pepper. You can get online to the Food Network and even look at some of what they call Emerald's Essence, which is really good. This is one that I've kind of made up. I think it's just salt, pepper, and some cayenne powder or something like that. So we're going to grill our chicken and brown it like this. Now remember, with the Salad Master, if you put the lid on, you're going to seal that container like an oven, and it's going to keep all the juices inside. And since we want it to be crispy brown and get a little bit of a grill on, we're just going to crack that. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it here, probably, since it is frozen, I might leave it about 10 minutes. Come back and check it, and if we're getting a nice brown, I'll flip it over for another 5 or 10 minutes, and then you see what happens. Okay, it's literally been like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. No more than 3 minutes. And we're already seeing the chicken starting to cook and get brown on that side. I'm going to go ahead and flip a couple of these over and then start getting the other side cooked. So I don't want it to be super crispy, and I don't want it to get too dried out, but I do want to make sure it cooks all around and starts to thaw out a little bit so that I can maneuver this around the pan how I want it, how I can maneuver this around the piece how I want it. So we're just going to, again, leave that cracked to get some moisture out, and again, you'll be excited to see what we're going to do here in a few minutes. Alright, so our chicken has been going here, and as you can see, it is starting to get nice and browned and grilled on there. Now this is something that we just did recently in the office, so I'm pretty excited to share it with you guys. It's a barbecue chicken. Again, you can spice it any way you want. No spices if you want. You can even throw onions and garlic in there if you want. Again, just use your imagination a little bit, have a little fun with it. Now, if you can see, there is still quite a bit of moisture in there. So that's why the next step I'm going to do, I am going to still leave the lid cracked for a little ways, and I do want to turn it down. I want to turn it down to about a... yeah, let's just do that. It's a little medium-low temperature, and we're just going to pour barbecue sauce in there. And I'm going to leave the lid cracked for a little while, so I want to make sure that we don't get it, don't want it too dried out, but I don't want it too runny and liquidy either. And we could put the lid on it and do the medium click low thing, but again, keeping all the moisture in there is not always what we want to do. The good thing about it is we can leave this lid cracked, come back and check it after a while, add more barbecue sauce if we'd like to, and then maybe go ahead and turn it down to a low temperature or a warm temperature and put the lid on and just let it simmer. And this is something you could even put in the morning. In fact, in the morning, if you got it going, got that chicken browned, threw your barbecue sauce on there and then turned it down to a low temperature, you could leave that all day long and come back to it in the evening for a nice pulled or shredded barbecue chicken for chicken sandwiches or whatever else you got going on. Alright, again, any other questions, let me know. Talk to y'all later.